What do you do when it's the tail end of November? The ground looks like this, your breath looks like this, everything is beautiful and getting ready for Christmas, but your Christmas mood is not there. You make it happen. It's just so bloody cold. I am enjoying the first few days of real cold. I am, however, not enjoying the fact that it all of a sudden turned absolutely pitch black at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I had a meeting today and came out around 4, and honestly it was just pitch black. And I don't know what happened, but it's November in Sweden and it's a thing. I'm not in the Christmas mood yet, but I really want to be, because we're nearing the end of November. It is the 18th of November today, and it is a month and change to Christmas. I really haven't felt like celebrating this year, so I'm currently making, I don't even know what it's called in English, risgrynsgröt. So rice grain pudding. It has a name in English, I just don't know it. It's Milchreis in German, so milk rice, and it's just milk. It's this particular rice that is, it's a bit, hang on, I'll show you. It's sort of, I can't show you at all. It's sort of thick and flat, as opposed to thinner basmati or jasmine rice grain. But this is thicker. It's going to be cooked down with some milk, some salt, and a stick of cinnamon, which I had to go out and get just now because apparently we didn't have any cinnamon sticks left. So now I'm cooking, I'm bringing this to a boil, a small boil, no, a slight boil. And I want to be careful not to burn the milk. This is the first time I'm making this for the season, and therefore this stove. And I'm starting to get a hang of knitting. I'm starting to get a hang of cooking with the gas, but milk is tricky. So I think I'm better safe than sorry when it comes to cooking this. So that is what I'm doing. I came home from work, it was dark. I want Christmas cheer, I want Christmas spirits. I took a walk to the supermarket, I saw some beautiful frost crystals on the street. It has that silver glittery quality that isn't quite snow, but it almost feels like it, and the leaves that are frozen solid are just so crunchy underneath. So I'm trying to engage all of the senses to make myself feel Christmassy. This year I am, as always, knitting a lot of my Christmas presents, so I will be buckling up for that. But before that, sorry, can you see my bruises? I played a game. We had a game day before yesterday and I got absolutely beaten up by the opposing team. The plans that I have for knitting this year, for gift knits this year, are mainly sock related. I have one or two other things that I want to knit that aren't socks. Otherwise it's just socks. All over the place socks, different kinds of textures and patterns and yarn combinations. It's going to be lovely. You are going to see so many sock projects on this channel for the coming month. So if you want to stick around for that, just make sure to subscribe. And now I have 2 more days until I'm seeing the Wicked Part 2 in the cinema with my sister-in-law, and I made myself a project of knitting a pair of Wicked socks. So the first sock is nearly finished. I'm just duplicate stitching Elphaba's face onto them, and the other sock, the more Glinda leaning sock, is going to take at least today and tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll actually make it on time before Thursday evening, but you will see. And then I will start my Christmas knit journey, marathon, sprint, process for real. So making Christmassy food. So this dessert that is also a snack. So I would eat this with milk and some cinnamon powder and sugar, so some ground cinnamon and sugar, and be very happy with it. I also have had a really fun time making hot chocolate with tea. So I would heat up the milk, put in a bag of any tea, or like a bowl, one of these with loose leaf tea. Let that steep for a few minutes and then mix in some cocoa powder and granulated sugar, and that would be so delicious. The best so far is a black tea with an orange flavour. I'm not usually someone to like orange flavoured chocolate at all. I think it's quite frankly revolting, but that was a really good combination. I liked Earl Grey too, really tasty. I tried a chai tea, so a chai blend, also on a black base, which wasn't as tasty. I've tried a peppermint tea, which I thought would taste like After Eight. It didn't. And I've tried a fruit tea, which was just a disappointment altogether. So I am confident that by Christmas I will have found my perfect hot chocolate recipe, because I'm trying basically everything we have here and everything we have at work. So I will find out the best combination. So this is nearly boiling, nearly simmering, is that the word? I will pop in the cinnamon stick and then leave it on a low temperature to just soak in. And then I'll do some sock knitting in front of the telly. I think I'm going to watch, am I watching a Downton Abbey movie or something? I think I might, because it's just such a comforting watch, I think. Not the Sybil thing, and not the what's his face, his death either, and not the Mr. Green thing. So a few things that I will have to avoid, but I'm sure I can find something comforting. I feel like I could also watch Narnia. Those are just, I'm so sad that they only made 2 movies of that franchise, because it's so lovely, it's so Christmassy, it's so comforting, and apparently the second Narnia movie was actually released in summer, so the Prince Caspian movie was released in summer, but you couldn't tell me that that is a movie for the summertime. Would not trust you if you came and made that claim at all, because it's a Christmas movie and no one can stop me. If J.K. Rowling weren't such a turf, I would watch Harry Potter. I grew up with Harry Potter. I've loved the franchise. I'm very happy that I didn't get that Deathly Hallows tattoo that I was absolutely convinced I would get as soon as I turned 18, but then I just procrastinated it. I'm very happy that I never got around to getting that tattoo. Oof, all right. So yes, this would be a perfect... Is that still burning? Yes. I'm looking for that nostalgic feeling of comfort and not having a care in the world, not having to worry about the current political climate or the climate or genocide or recession, depression. And that is, I think, found in those 90s movies. I saw someone talk about that. Who was that? I think it was Shauna Ripari again. I've talked about her before. But she had a short video essay about 90s nostalgia being the antidote for some people, for the existential dread that some people carry around, basically. Because us growing up in the 90s had such a hopeful outlook on life, and basically all of us having the world at our feet, knowing that it could only go up because our parents had seen an upwards trend for a long time and they had worked towards it, and then everything just went to shit. This is not what I was supposed to be talking about. This was supposed to be a comforting, cute video about finding my Christmas spirit, but I can't find my Christmas spirit because the world is going to shit. Okay, I'm making rice pudding. That's going to be good. I'm watching something nostalgic on TV. So, Narnia it is. I was also curious about the, what is it called? The Philip Pullman, the Golden Compass work. Hang on, this rice is wanting to escape. Anyway, Philip Pullman with the Golden Compass. That is also quite a nostalgic franchise, but I didn't watch it growing up. I watched it later, so it's not nostalgic to me. So I've tried getting into it. I've tried reading the books or listening to the books to fall asleep, because that used to be Harry Potter for me, and the Narnia books are quite short, so I don't feel like I can actually do that and not become bored immediately. But they just never stuck, the Golden Compass. But if it's going to be this difficult to find out what I want to watch just for one evening, I might just read. I'll go back, oh, you know what? I might watch Pride and Prejudice 95, BBC's version from 95. That is my original. It is just that good. And bonus point, the Lizzie in that version isn't an apologist. Did you see Keira Knightley's interview about, oh, haha, I didn't know that there has been a controversy around J.K. Rowling and her views on trans people's right to exist. That was such a low point for her. I thought that was embarrassing and worrisome because I thought that we were done with that kind of behavior. So I'm now going to hang around with some franchises that I infinitely prefer. So for now, Wicked, my Wicked socks. My Christmas mood has now been in the making for a few days, a week, 10 days. And the first iteration of the risgrynsgröt was a complete fail. It was too salty. So although I did follow the recipe to a T, it was too salty. So I managed to save it by grating some apple into it and some cinnamon and some sugar as God intended. And then I've continued making this, I don't know, 3 or 4 times ever since because it's just such a good breakfast food. It's such a good between meal snack. I took it to work a day and that was really lovely. Popping popcorn on the stove was also such a hit. I've never done that before. I've always been a micro popcorn person, and now that I've been shown the beauty of a stove popped popcorn, I don't think I'll ever go back to microwave popcorn. We had some snow, that was lovely. I'm currently working on gift knitting parallel to a pair of Christmas socks for myself. I didn't think that I would have time this year, but I somehow made time and I'm so stoked. So the Christmas spirit is well and truly here. I have a wreath on the door, I have socks on my feet, I'm constantly wearing my knits or my gifted knits. This sweater was made by my mother 10 plus years ago, 15 years ago, and it's just so good. I'm wearing my little snowflake earrings. I have a bunch of these really gorgeous statement earrings, some of them in different weather ways and some of them that are just geometric fabric inspired. Her name is Clara Fina Frisk, and I will leave her Instagram down below because honestly her work is so beautiful. And if you are looking for a handmade, really beautifully crafted pair of earrings for someone or for yourself for this Christmas, I highly recommend her. Small businesses are the way to go for this Christmas, so supporting a small business while celebrating Christmas, the Christmas mood that finally decided to show up, that feels like a win to me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click the subscribe button and the like button. Leave me a comment on if you're feeling the Christmas mood just yet. And also do let me know what you're currently working on, what's on your needles or on your hook, or what's between your fingers, what you're doing. You're doing something. I know you're doing something, unless you're commuting or just listening to this while you do laundry. But then you do something. So let me know what are you doing? Take care of yourself and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.